Hey guys, it's Jess and I'm back here with another video for you. Today is a little bit different, guys. I feel like I need to give you guys a life update. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then afterwards I'll go ahead and open all of the advent pins that I've missed over the last couple of days. There won't be a complete vlogmas. Expect that there's going to be a couple more videos before Christmas, but not as many as I had originally planned. So I kind of touched on this in a couple of my planning videos, but essentially I've been sick since September. I haven't lost a ton of weight. I've lost a little bit, but I'm having trouble eating. Essentially, I have like acid reflux on steroids. It's insanely bad. It hurts to eat. It hurts to drink a lot of days, and my stomach is almost always upset. So they've had me do a couple of tests to try and figure out, well, what's going on. The first was an abdominal ultrasound, which discovered that my liver, it has a lot of fatty deposits, which is indicative of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which is not curable, but you can kind of halt its progress and even sometimes rewind it a little bit. So I have to make some big life changes in order to do that. On top of that, I have a gallbladder that is unhappy. It has a lot of stones, unclear on what their plan is to deal with that right now. We're still running tests. This last week on Monday, I went in and had a endoscopy and a colonoscopy. So essentially they checked my entire digestive tract because colon cancer runs really strongly in my family. So they discovered a variety of colon polyps, which were removed. They also discovered some in my stomach, which were removed as well. Now, they could be benign and completely fine. They could be early stage cancer. So we're still waiting for the biopsies to return. They also biopsied a variety of different places along my digestive tract and are checking for celiac disease. And I think there might be something else that those biopsies are for, but I can't remember. Everything's happened so fast. Like it's one of these weird things where things will move really fast and then you like are at a standstill for a couple of weeks, and then things will move really fast and then you're at a standstill again. So that all being said, this all like really hit me hard after I had the procedure on Monday. I really thought they were going to go in and it was going to be a hernia and it would be easy to fix and that would be the end of it. But they didn't mention anything about a hernia. I don't know if that's because I was drugged up. And so I'm still waiting for the official report to come out. The surgeon who did everything, he was really nice but very factual and very short, and it's not like my husband could go into the hospital with me. So I don't know, when you're on those drugs that they have to give you for those procedures, your brain isn't fully there. You're very, very sleepy. So I might have missed something that they told me. I do have an appointment to go in and talk with them again, but that won't be for at least another month. I don't know if there's going to be more tests that they're going to want me to do in the meantime. I think that's why they're getting me in part that time. Plus, with COVID, getting appointments is a lot harder. So that's kind of where things stand. So I took the rest of the week to kind of start to digest what could this all mean, and what kind of changes do I need to make, and what kind of changes does my family need to make. and how do we support each other in all of that. And I still haven't figured it out. I'm really trying. I would like to have an official plan in place by the first of the year. I know nothing's going to happen before then. It's just not realistic. Even though I'm one of those people who, okay, there's a problem, let's fix it. So I took the last couple of days to just kind of mull over things. I know one of the things that they would like me to do is at minimum lose about 20% of my body weight, because I am overweight. It's not like I haven't tried to lose weight, but it's just been really hard for me. I need to lose a considerable amount of weight. I need to start changing the way I eat. Whether or not that's going to involve no gluten, which is going to be really challenging, especially like right now they have me on a very strict diet, which I am having trouble following with the holidays, I'll admit. But essentially they would like me to be gluten-free, dairy-free, be on the GERD diet, which means I can't have a lot of the spices, I can't have tomatoes, I can't have onions, anything like that. I can't have anything that is fried or has a lot of grease to it, which is all things that except for the tomatoes. I'm really struggling with the tomatoes, because I like tomatoes on my salads. I like things like chili, which have them in it, and I haven't quite figured out how to, there's not really a substitute for tomatoes. So I'm working on that. It might be something that every once in a while I can have, but not all the time. They don't really know why when I had surgery all of this popped up, what aggravated everything. It wasn't a complication that I was made aware of or anything like that. It's possible they're completely unrelated, so who knows. But I've just needed some time to kind of adjust to this, and I think I'm going to need more time. So I'm trying to give myself some grace and not committing to any videos between now and the end of the year. That being said, I do have at least one more, I think, pin unboxing that I pre-recorded, and that'll go up. I'm going to catch up on the Advent pins today, and then I am going to record a second video today that'll be the remainder of the pin that's being opened so that you guys can see all of them. I also have a mystery box from Karen's USA Adventures that I'd like to open before Christmas as well. I think that's everything. So I'm going to try and get those filmed today and up for you guys, and we'll see how it goes. And I'm still going to be doing, I think, 3 videos a week in the new year. If you guys want to follow along with the life changes that I have to make, if those would be interesting to you guys, let me know in the comments below so I know that maybe I should, maybe once a month, do an update or something so that you guys can follow along, find out what's working, what's not, that kind of thing. All right, enough about me. Let's do some pins. So, what is today? Today is the 19th. So what did we leave off on? We left off on the 15th. So we need the 16th, the 17th, the 18th, and the 19th. Okay, day 16 is, it's one of the Dalmatians from 101 Dalmatians. I actually really like this. Love that they put a little bit of blue here in the background, and the color really sticks out. It almost has an American theme with it, with having the red here, and then you have the white and blue, which is interesting to me. But I love the fact that it's Lucky. He's such a sweet pup, and just a really pretty pen. There's that silver back. I really want to figure out if this really is the score for Cruella de Vil, because that would be hilarious. Okay. Day 17. Ooh, Pluto. Love how simple this one is and just how elegant. I love the little puppy paws here. They're so sweet. And the little gray top to the ornament. Very classic with that silver back again. And just really sweet. Okay. There we go. Oh, this one's kind of that rose gold color. Oh, it's Genie. It says applause. The coloring is perfect. This is the only pen I think I've seen where I'm not 100% sold on the color they chose for the backing. I almost think silver would have been more appropriate, but it's not bad. It's just a personal choice. I think I would have liked a silver back instead of this gold. Or even just a regular gold might have been more appealing to me, because a regular gold would have made me think of the lamp. So, but still a really cool pen. I love the lettering that they used and the stylization. Another very simple pen, but very nice. Okay, and day 19. Ooh, Evil Queen. So this would be our second big villain. Now the Evil Queen has a whole lot going on here. I love that they have the heart here with the dagger. This is very reminiscent of her outfit for me. The red here and I think this is supposed to be the box that the heart is in, or supposed to be in. So I'm not sure what the green and blue really stand for, or if that's just an artistic choice, but definitely a very vibrant and beautiful pen. All right, now I'm going to pick out 4 from this basket to open. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll say this is day 16. I love the way they did this. So if you have missed that first video where I explained how this came about, let me explain it. So the Siskateers, me and Absolutely Fabuleers all got together, and we didn't, like, after I had seen everybody opening advent pens last year and being kind of like, I asked them if they wanted to go in with me and do an advent calendar swap where we selected pins for our person for their advent calendars so that their pins would be catered to them and hopefully bring them a greater degree of joy than just random pins you would buy. And it's really been fun and interesting to watch everybody's pins that they got and whether or not they liked them, and I think it's been a pretty big success. So if you want to see Danita's, I can link her Instagram. That's where I've been watching them, but she's been putting them up on TikTok, and I just don't have TikTok. And then the Siskateers have been doing them at the end of every video, like I've been doing, and it's just been really fun. So day 16 is, and my pins came from the Siskateers, by the way. I sent to Danita, Danita sent to the Siskateers sent to me. pretty easy little circle. Triangle? Oh, this one's really cute. It's a hidden Mickey that I haven't seen before. It might be from the Tiki ones that they did a couple of years ago. So it is one of 6, and he has like a Hawaiian lei on and is just really cute. So I'm kind of right. It is a Tiki kind of themed pin. These were from 2008, Hidden Mickeys in Disneyland, I believe. And they made a series of Hidden Mickeys where they turned like Mickey, Minnie, I saw Chip and Dale as well, but they made them all into tiki gods. So they're supposed to be the tiki gods that are standing outside of the Enchanted Tiki Room, which is kind of cool. The one that I was personally thinking of, like I remembered vaguely that there was one, but it was a Disney World one and they look very different. But I'm glad I wasn't too far off. So these came out in June of 2008. So I'm not sure if they had waves. I just know that it came out in June. It might have been like a wave B. I'm not positive though. On the back you have the 1 pin post and 2 very sharp nubs. And then you have Hidden Mickey pin, 1 of 6 there, your copyright Disney, and your pin trading logo down there at the bottom. Okay, day 17. Ooh, this one feels heavy. Oh wow, this is big. Okay, hold on. Wow. Oh, she's so pretty. I think this is a fantasy pen. Oh my goodness, it's Belle and the little footstool, who I think is adorable. But look at how big this is. This pin is really pretty. It is quite large. I love the footstool. One of my favorite things about staying at Port Orleans is in the princess room, they have the footstool in there for you to like put your luggage on. And I love, love, love that little touch. That the way they themed those princess rooms, it makes my heart happy. I wish they did more rooms like that. You kind of have this little poof on both ends. I don't remember the poofs, but I love that Bella's in her blue dress and looks so sweet that she's tying a little bow on him, and it's just really cute. I don't know who the creator or anything of this pin is, but I'm super happy to add her to my collection. Okay, I feel like that should have been in a gold bag. But we have a gold bag, which are, so we had a set number of limited edition or limited release pins that we were going to send. So there'd be some like extra special pins in the calendar, and they signified those by these little gold bags. I did not let them in on the secret of which ones were theirs. Ooh, this looks really cool. Festival of the Masters 2000. This pin I don't know a ton about. So I do know that the Festival of the Masters, I think, was the precursor to the Festival of the Arts, and instead of taking place at Epcot, took place at Downtown Disney. This pin is from 2000 and definitely a very, very cool pin to have. I know that the festival that year took place on November 10th, 11th, and 12th. There are a couple other pins that were created for that event, but I really wasn't able to find a whole lot on this particular one. You do have that waffle back here and limited edition of 3000 and your copyright Disney and made in China. There is actually no pin trading logo on this one, so that's a little interesting. and 19. Oof, doesn't want to come out. Also feels like a bigger pen with a backing card. Ooh. Really? Oh man, this pen is a cool pen. So, and you got it on the backing card? That is so cool. Okay, so this is from the 100 Years of Magic. It's Peter Pan. It was like the poster art that they had for the original coming out of Peter Pan. And I've always thought this pen was really cool, but I've never, like, I've seen it go up a couple of times in sales, but it's always been out. Either I've already spent my money because I'm only allowed so much, or I've just missed it in general. I did see one go up on eBay that I considered, but it was damaged. Oh, so cool. And you have like everybody down here. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. All right, and now for the Peter Pan one. So there are two different pens that are similar with the posters. You have this one, and then I think there's an older one that doesn't have the green border around it, which is the way you can really tell the difference, because I think the artwork in the middle is the same. Now, don't quote me on that, but I think it is. So this was from the 100 Years of Dreams pens that they did. I think they were monthly releases or something. And they would just feature different Disney films or magical moments, whatever you want to call it. But Peter was number 70 out of 100, and he was released, I think, in November of 2001. And then on the back, you have Walt Disney across here. So this was actually a Disney store pen. So super cool. The older Disney store pens are actually really nice. So I am ecstatic to have this in my collection. And as I was mentioning, you do see, like, over here is Captain Hook, and some of his pirates are there on this side. And then over here you have Nana and John and Wendy, and the Lost Boys, I think, are down there too. It's just a really iconic, cute pen. And then you have the Lost Boys up here and Peter. This poster is really cool to me, so having even a pen replica of it is really amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and let me know down below what your favorite pen was from this, and I'll see you guys later.